Long ago, before humans knew how to tell stories, the world was silent. All the tales of love, bravery, greed, and wisdom were locked away in a single magical clay pot guarded by the Sky King. But when a humble villager stumbled upon it, temptation, mischief, and destiny caused the pot to fall and shatter, releasing stories across the earth. This explains why every people, everywhere, tells stories today. In the beginning, the world was quiet to quiet. There was no laughter at night, no riddles by the fire, no songs of hunters or tales of lovers. People lived, worked, and slept, but their hearts were empty, for they had no stories. Above them, in the highest sky, the Sky King guarded a great secret, a single clay pot, heavy with every story the world could ever know. The pot was large and round, painted with symbols of suns, moons, and rivers. Inside it swirled stories of courage, of betrayal, of love and loss. The Sky King held it close, believing that humans were not ready for such power. But word spread, whispers drifted down from the heavens to the earth. There is a pot that holds the world's stories. And curiosity grew in the hearts of humankind. In one quiet village lived a young man named Kwiku. He was not the strongest farmer, nor the bravest hunter, but he carried a restless heart, always asking questions. Why do the stars shine? Why do the trees whisper? Why do we live in silence with no tales to guide us? One night, as he wandered, he heard a voice in the wind. Find the pot, Kwiku. Find the pot of stories. Kwiku's heart burned with desire. He built a ladder of ropes and branches, reaching higher than any man had dared. He climbed for days, through storms, through winds, past the wings of birds, until at last he reached the clouds. And there, before him, stood the Sky King and the shining pot. The Sky King thundered, "Kwiku, you are not meant to touch what is sacred." But Kwiku fell to his knees. "Great King, our people live without joy, without wisdom, without stories. Please, let us share in what you guard." The king's eyes softened, but he shook his head. "Not yet, boy, not yet." Still, the pot called to Kwiku. It hummed with voices, with visions. His hands trembled until it touched it. A crack echoed like thunder. The pot slipped from Kwiku's hands. It fell down, shattering against the earth. The sky rumbled, the ground shook, and from the broken pieces poured stories, millions of them spreading like sparks of fire. They flew into rivers, into trees, into mountains, into the hearts of people everywhere. And suddenly, the world was alive with voices. At that moment, people began to speak in new ways. By the fire, elders told tales of how the leopard got its spots. Mothers sang lullabies filled with wonder. Children laughed at riddles. Warriors boasted of their battles. Tricksters spun mischief into the night. The silence was gone, replaced forever by the gift of stories. The Sky King looked down, furious at first, but then he saw joy, laughter, and wisdom shining in the people's eyes. He sighed. Perhaps it was time. He raised his hand and blessed the broken pot, so its pieces would never be gathered again. And so, stories spread across every land, every tribe, every tongue. That is why even today, whether you sit by the fire in Africa or in a faraway land, stories live within us, all born from a broken pot.